Hey internet, I'm out in northeastern North Dakota today checking out some abandoned buildings, and right now I'm outside of a Cold War relic. It's called the Stanley R. Michelson Safeguard Complex, but people just call it the Pyramid. So this was built in 1975. The Grand Forks Air Force Base, which is nearby here, they had a lot of firepower at the time. So this was built to protect it and its Minuteman missile fields from potential Soviet attacks. Basically, if the Soviets sent missiles, we would fire our own from here to intercept them and then, you know, probably retaliate. But thankfully, that never happened, obviously. And this actually wasn't even in operation for that long. It wasn't operational for even a year, and it wasn't fully operational for more than 24 hours. Yes, the House of Representatives decommissioned it after less than a year, and that's not something they decided before they spent about $2 billion, our money, on it. So this is actually how close we're going to be able to get to it physically. Even though it's abandoned now, this is private property. A local group purchased it just this year and they're hoping to turn it into a historical site, but for now, the best we're gonna get is flying my drone over it. I did actually call them to find out if I could get permission to get on there, and they were like, no. I guess there's too much of a liability, but they did say I could, yeah, fly my drone over, so let's test that out. You know, not a bad place to really test your drone out for the first time, a anti-ballistic nuclear site. I'm scared.
No, me too. Battery temperature too low.
What?
Warm battery to at least 15 degrees Celsius before flying.
It's not that cold out here. Hey, it's not that cold. Okay, the drone is having a moment. It wants to be warmed up. Hopefully,
shoot,
we can leave it in for a little bit. Just talking about how weird and dystopian it looks. You're saying it looks like that center circle there is meant to shoot a beam to destroy the moon or something. Yay! Go where we cannot! Putt, 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 putt. Oh, it's so cute! As you saw a little earlier, the complex is more than just the pyramid, but this being the coolest looking thing, we focused on that this time. As I understand it, the pyramid itself was part of a radar and data processing system used for tracking and missile guidance. From here, they could deploy missiles from their own missile field, as well as 4 other remote sites around the state. They could intercept warheads more than 400 miles away, which is to say they probably would have been shot down over Canada. An idea I'm sure they just loved. These cheese grater looking things on the side are actually the intake and exhaust stacks of the underground power plant. They're reinforced to help protect them against nuclear blasts. I'll put a link below where I read all about the functions, which also has pictures of what the inside of the pyramid looks like. I'll forewarn you, it's pretty sparse, but I'm sure you're curious. Flying the drone went pretty well overall, though there were a few scary times when the wind was affecting it. So it'd be nice to come out again and fly it when it's a little nicer out and maybe cover a little more area as well. Okay, so we sent it out twice and it came back twice. I was so scared. Even though I wasn't the one flying it, Chris was, I was still just like, oh, because you could hear it like getting further and further away. It was just really scary. My hands are trembling a little bit. Anyway, it looked like we got some good footage. I hope we did, and I hope you enjoyed it and seeing this cool site in North Dakota. I hope they do turn this into a historical center because that would be really cool. There are a few other Cold War places in the state that hopefully I'll be able to get to. It's a little difficult with COVID because they're kind of enclosed small spaces, but hopefully that will be in the future, and we will catch you then. Bye!